Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I really don't. I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Hmm. Wow. I just found something I didn't know I was looking for. Wonder how I got that labeled. I don't have it labeled. That's the problem. Huh. Okay. Uh, wow. And that is why I can never find it, is because I didn't know how I didn't have it labeled. Didn't have it labeled at all. But guess what? Gonna share it with you though. Um, let me throw that in there while I see it. So you'll understand what replacement theory means. Huh? Okay. The replacement theory. I don't even know how to love you, but I'm ready to learn. Okay, Lydia Washington, thank you so much for being first. Bunny Rose, Helen Marmon, Beverly Jackson. By the way, I don't think we'll be here more than an hour. Okay. Wow. Not even 200 people in here. Where is everybody? Is there somebody else on? uh okay, we might not even be in here that long then. That's okay. I don't mind an intimate crowd. Okay. Hey guys, Claire here. How's that? That'll bring the crowd in. Hey guys, Claire here. Let's see. Marcia Ware, thank you so much for being here. Brenda Gray, Carol Lunn, as ever. As ever. Whatever. As ever. Um, okay. So that is kind of where we left off yesterday, was the Meghan video, right? And what a privilege it was that somehow, some way, the story broke while Royal Sussex was on. Um, I was so excited I couldn't hardly talk. I was literally at a loss for words because I couldn't talk. That's how excited I was. Okay. By the way, they found, what is his name? ASAP Rocky. They found him not guilty. I never understood what the charges were, but whatever uh, it was, they found him not guilty. So if he was president of the United States, it probably wouldn't even went to trial. That's what I say. Well, maybe they should have charged him in the middle of Fifth Avenue. That's what it was. Maybe they should have charged him in the middle of Fifth Avenue. That probably would have done him in. What? Okay. All right. I'm gonna show the video once again before we get started. Yeah, I'm gonna share that video once again before we get started, and then we'll talk. Gosh, is that it? I thought the video was longer than that. I must have shortened it by mistake, I think. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I better stick with the one that I know. Okay. Also, do not forget, it is Black History Month. It is still Black History Month here in the United States. And unfortunately, I have not shared as much Black history as I hoped I would this month. But then again, African American history is Black history here in the United States. You really cannot have one without the other. So, this is what I just found. Um, just going to talk about this briefly. When this was recorded, it was 2014. At that time, you could see the portion of America that consider themselves white folks. And then you could see the Hispanic, Black, Asian, biracial, and American First Nation. I don't like to say American Indian. First Nation, Native, you know, but I don't like to say American Indian or Indian in reference to the indigenous people of the United States. I think that's silly. And then, of course, the projection by 2060, white people will be a minority group, still very dominant. But look at the biracial part of society. Now, unfortunately, I don't have the numbers to break these down. I just have the pie chart to share with you. I don't know how long I've had this. I may have had it since 2014. But as you can see, there is growth of the Black community and a huge growth of the Hispanic community, those who identify as Hispanic, Latino, Spanish speaking, of Spanish culture. And of course, the Asian community is growing, while there seems to be stagnant growth among the First Nation people. But this is one of the things that you could look at and say, no wonder stuff is getting so crazy. And this is not just an American thing, this goes for all of Western civilization. That which we call, um, Europe, East and West Europe, that which we refer to as, well, North America, in particular, Canada and the United States, that is that's that is their burden. That is their issue. That is the reason why there's the threat of mass deportation, the reason why only certain people are allowed to immigrate, or seek citizenship in this country. This is why they don't want people to have birthright, the automatic birthright, which is enshrined in the Constitution, or one of the constitutional amendments. If you're born here, you're a citizen. And that's the way it is for several of the Western industrialized nations. But that is why they're in such a panic, because that elite group of white men at the top, they're trying to protect their privilege, right? They're trying to protect their privilege. So that is why things are so weird in the United States. That is why Brexit is such a big deal. Is the panic of the zero birth rate amongst the Western industrialized nations. The zero birth rate, that is a panic for a lot of people. Without immigrants, without migration, this economy will not work. It will not work. There's just not enough able bodied people that are willing and able to do certain types of jobs. And if that is the case, then the economy is screwed. Plain and simple. Okay? We are screwed. We need immigrants. We don't need to cherry pick. We just need people. And everybody knows it, including the people who say that they don't want migrants or, asylum seekers. They know it. They know it. So if you haven't seen this before, I suggest you go and do some research on your own. This is an old pie chart. I've had it for a while. As you can see, it's already 11 years old. But from what I hear, by 2050, that is when white people in the United States will become less than 50% of the population. And truth be told, if you had people that were not identifying white under that umbrella of Hispanic Americans, I'm pretty sure we're already past that 50%, truth be told. But there are people whose racial identity tends to be very flexible. So by right, I can claim myself to be of mixed race. I don't choose to do so in most instances, but I could, and so could a lot of people. So anyway, we'll get there. So um, that, of course, is the new logo for Meghan's as ever, um, as ever, as ever. Now, I'm not sure if I can still say as ever, Meghan. I kind of feel like that's the way it should be, but if that is not exactly what it's called, then I don't want to misspeak or misrepresent, but as ever, right? We got that news yesterday. It was pretty exciting. I'm here for it. So let me go ahead and play that video from yesterday, and then we'll discuss it again. Okay. Let me just get that queued up. And here goes.
Okay. Cat's out of the bag. I'm shocked we've kept this a secret for so long. In 2 weeks, my show is coming out, which I'm so excited for. And also my business, which I think there's been a lot of curiosity about. Last year, I had thought, you know what, American Riviera, that sounds like such a great name. It's my neighborhood, it's a nickname for Santa Barbara, but it limited me to things that were just manufactured and grown in this area. Then Netflix came on, not just as my partner in the show, but as my partner in my business, which was huge. So I thought about it, and I've been waiting for a moment to share a name that I had secured in 2022, and this is the moment. And it's called As Ever. As Ever essentially means as it's always been. And if you followed me since 2014 with the TIG, you know I've always loved cooking and crafting and gardening. This is what I do, and I haven't been able to share it with you in the same way for the past few years, but now I can. So as things are starting to trickle out there, I wanted you to hear it from me first. Of course, there will be fruit preserves. I think we're all clear at this point that jam is my jam. But there's so many more products that I just love that I use in my home, and now it's time to share it with you. So I can't wait for you to see it. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so yesterday, someone had warned me that there was a leak of information. I didn't know what they were talking about. I didn't know what they were talking about. I'm like, huh? But I'm not the quickest to pick up stuff. How do they say it? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. I'm just like, what leak? Now I understand better. I had to take about 24 hours to let that sink in. And now I get it. But before I was just like, what? 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 So who knows how that happened? I would hate to think that there is someone within, Montecito that leaked that, but you don't know how these things happen, right? I'm pretty sure that someone outside of their immediate circle would have heard about it. But still, things have been pretty tight as far as things, information around the Sussexes. I mean, they planned a whole tour of Nigeria, they planned a whole tour of Colombia, and nobody knew about it until they wanted people to know. So I am just going to say, okay, this somehow got out, and it's out there, and it happened. And if this is a one of, then so be it. Because as we say, in Montecito, there are no lakes in Montecito. And let's hope it continues to be that way. I don't know what happened. Um, Poliva Girl says, Baron, I think our clever Meg did a switcheroo on the haters. She'd win if tested ARO just to give British media and British royal families something to chase. I was thinking of it like that. I was thinking of it like that. That this is probably, and like Megan said, I'm surprised we were able to keep it under wraps that long, right? So as ever. Oh, really? As ever. Whatever. Yes, it's very Valley Girl. Whatever. Okay. So the hummingbird symbolize joy, love, renewal, and resilience. They can also represent healing, good luck, and the beauty of life. Joy, hummingbirds I've often seen as joyful messengers. Love, hummingbirds are symbols of love and beauty. Renewal, hummingbirds help maintain and renew ecosystems. Resilience, hummingbirds are known for their fighting spirit and strong territorial defense. Healing, in Native American culture, hummingbirds are healers. And what about luck? Well, good luck. Seeing a hummingbird before an event was considered a good omen. Symbolism in art and culture. Art, that is, hummingbirds are often used in art to represent beauty, grace, and elegance. In literature, hummingbirds are symbols of love and beauty in stories and poems. Aztec mythology, hummingbirds symbolize the spirit of a warrior reborn. The Aztecs wore hummingbirds as talismans and symbols of sexual potency and energy. All right. Symbolism in culture. Native American culture, hummingbirds are seen as messengers of joy and healing. In Mexican culture, hummingbirds are seen as great communicators and bring good intentions from one person to another. And of course, for Nina Simone, birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Yeah, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. And ooh, and I'm feeling good. Ah, that's the hummingbird I'm thinking about. Okay. Now, palm trees symbolize many things, including peace, victory, fertility, and resilience. Symbolism by culture, ancient Egypt, fertility, abundance, resurrection, immortality, protection, and eternal life. For the ancient Greeks, that is, victory, wisdom, and peace. Ancient Rome, victory, triumph, and peace. Judaism, peace, plenty, and victory of the faithful. Christianity, victory of the faithful over the enemies of the soul. And in Arabic culture, euphoria, satisfaction, or strong happiness. Um, Ye are the light of the world, a city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Anyway, someone shared this. I don't know why they threw that in there, but I like it. Let's move on. As ever, and of course, there's been some confusion about the location. Instantly, when I looked at this, I knew for certain that this was part of the stately, palatial, opulent, picturesque Sussex Manor. You can see the ocean view in the distance. Yes, you can see the ocean from Harry and Meghan's property. And of course, the twin palm trees, which represent Harry and Meghan. Yes, that is a representation of Harry and Meghan. Yes, I guess I am on a little early today, huh? Okay. So I think the palm trees are perfect because the palm tree represents Harry and Meghan. And then of course the hummingbirds, if you all remember in the docu-series, there was that 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 situation where the hummingbird seemed to appear, what was it, on the Queen's birthday or something of that effect. But whatever the case may be, it was said to be a good omen, a good sign. So let it be, let it be. Let it be, let it be. There will be a hummingbird, let it be. Okay, so just let it be. That's all. And then check this out. Apparently, as a younger woman, this young lady who refers to herself as a Meghan Stan actually enjoyed the Tig. And of course, because of the Tig, I'm pretty sure her appearance, her march toward womanhood evolved because of the Tig. And there you can see this younger woman there, and now she's a more sophisticated lady waiting for Meghan to return instead of the Tig as ever. And you can see the very, shall we say, um, almost identical type of artwork, right? Or should I say the logo? And of course that was written by Meghan. That's Meghan's hand, I'm sure. And the backdrop, the whole like layout of it is very Meghan. Very Meghan. So very cool the way that evolution has happened. Meghan's life has evolved. The Tig has kind of evolved into As Ever, which will be somewhat a continuation of the Tig. And there we are drinking a soda, and now we're drinking a beer. I'm just saying that. I don't know what she's drinking, but that's pretty cool that she managed to make that connection. I like it. I'm here for it. And there you can see a larger image. Meghan Markle, happy launch day to my new lifestyle website, The TIG. And that was May 5th, 2014. I am so excited to share this with you guys. Hope you love it. Fatigue, fashion, travel, beauty, food, influencers, all of those things. So, yeah, it's just a natural evolution of things. Life goes on. Que sera, sera. And then, of course, yesterday we talked about the as ever, there was an article immediately run in the People magazine. Now there's dozens and dozens, you know, of articles in every publication you can think of. Let's see, Carolita Simone, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for being here on Royal Sussex. And then there's this very cool jewelry. Could not be more proud as ever. The magic you create will finally be available to all. It says, and that is from Heart Bomb, Kelly McGee Zafin, um, very dear close friend of the Duchess of Sussex. Let me just say, I love that. The bespoke red heart of gold pendant with Kelly Zafin for Children's Hospital, Los Angeles, designed for Meghan Markle. And of course, the AL represents Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Yes, Archie and Lily. And then, of course, take a look here on the right side. That, of course, is the Gold Album Jewelry. I think they're the company that actually makes the jewelry. So Megan's necklace is from Gold Album Jewelry. Um, Children's, I'm sorry, at Children's LA, which of course is Children's Hospital LA. Uh, I love it. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, I think the GL, that is George and, oh gosh, Kelly Zafin. I know her son's name was George. The daughter, I cannot remember her name, but George unfortunately passed away. To the best of my recollection, I believe he was suffering from heart disease. This wonderful young man, child he was, when he passed away from heart disease, or what is assumed to have been heart disease, which is why she has the moniker Heart Mom. So, Megan, oh, her daughter's name is Lily. Thank you. You know, I wanted to say Lily so bad, but I was not sure. But thank you so much. But so, yeah, George and Lily. So I'm pretty sure that pendant is one that was designed for Heart Mom Kelly Zafin. So the bespoke red heart, yes, said that already. Sussex Daily, did you notice the necklace with the red heart pendant Megan was wearing in the latest video she shared? And as you can see there, the Brits are on it. Very cool. It looks like Megan is wearing, ooh, I can barely read that there. And it says she sure is. And to continue that part of it, let me see here. Make that big enough so I can actually see it. It says Megan is seen wearing a white shirt and jeans in the announcement video. Notably, Megan is also wearing a red heart necklace with A and L initials designed by her close friend, Kelly McGee Zafin, co founder of the Alliance of Moms. Kelly launched this necklace in February to honor Congenital Heart Defect, or CHD, Awareness Month. Congenital Heart Defect Awareness Month, collaborating with the Gold Album Jewelry to support Children's Hospital Los Angeles. 15% of the proceeds, I repeat, 15% of the proceeds from each red heart necklace purchase go directly to Children's Hospital Los Angeles, aiding in providing life-saving care to children in need. The cause is close to Kelly's heart due to her daughter Lily's care at the hospital. Meghan, a steadfast supporter of the hospital with numerous visits in the past and appearance at the fundraiser event in 2024, proudly wears the necklace to raise awareness and support for children and families affected by CHD. Beyond excited, absolutely. Okay, there we go. And what do we have here? Oh my goodness, yes. Happy birthday, Anastasia, who is in the chat. Well, happy birthday and many happy returns of the day. Thank you very much, Lydia Washington, for the super chat. So there you go. So honored to collaborate with the Gold Album Jewelry on this beautiful heart necklace. The red enamel color is a love letter to my heart warrior, Lily, and the Heart Institute at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. When you purchase your red heart, 15% of the sales will directly support Children's Hospital Los Angeles mission to help little hearts, treating children and providing a family center, child-friendly environment. Children's Hospital Los Angeles delivers exceptional pediatric care to children from all 50 states and over 75 countries, and is home to the highest performing pediatric cardiac program in the Western United States. Well, that is amazing. Children's Hospital Los Angeles is nothing short of extraordinary. Their dedication to my daughter Lily's care through the Heart Institute has been a guiding light for our family, and their compassion and expertise shines through in every step of the journey. Beyond just our personal experience, Children's Hospital Los Angeles stands as a pillar of strength for countless children and families, offering not only world-class medical care, but also a sense of community that we all need. I can't thank them enough, not only taking care of her heart, but also ours. Design your red heart necklace for Christmas or even in time for Valentine's Day. So I hope they sell a whole bunch of those. I really do. I think it's a great and worthy cause. So we are going to have a, where are we at here? There we go. For Anastasia, we are going to have a little salsa dance off for Anastasia. Here we go. Happy birthday, Anastasia, and thank you for being such a great support and one of the first moderators to Royal Sussex. Uh-oh. All right. This is so amazing. I, I am just blown away by the support that Tiffany has shown the Sussexes. And doggone if she didn't have a Royal Sussex pendant made. Um, that is so nice of her. She is wearing a Royal Sussex heart pendant. Thank you, Tiffany. I just I don't know what to say. It's Tiffany just gets around. She really does. And she has been such an active member of this community, which is why I was so excited to hear that it's not confirmed, but they say that she may be making a cameo appearance on Megan's show. So I'm gonna look forward to that. And look, I'm not gonna tell you who leaked this photo, but cheers to Tiffany and thank you so much for the continued support. Uh, I am not the only one who celebrated the birthday of hereditary Grand Duchess of Luxembourg. We share a birthday. Really? I didn't realize it was the hereditary Grand Duchess of Luxembourg's birthday. Well, please send her my best. And you know whose birthday I missed? I forgot about Princess Angela of Liechtenstein. I forgot her birthday. I believe it's in January. Let me see. Princess Angela. Okay. Her birthday, she's 67 now. And she was born in 1958. And yeah, her birthday was February 3rd. And I totally missed it. I had so much stuff going on at the time that I totally missed Princess Angela of Liechtenstein's birthday. Uh, she is very, very reclusive. So there are not that many photos of her available. And lots of interesting coincidence here and there with her life and that of the Duchess of Sussex. Some very obvious ones, I can assure you, and then some that are not so obvious. I even made her a birthday video on February 3rd, 2022, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I actually made her a birthday video. Oh, well. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday, Princess Angela. Okay. Very few photos of her out there. I got quite a few that I've managed to grab here and there, but there are very few of them. Oh, wait, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Yeah, I have seen that one before. Okay. Anyway, that's enough of that. I totally missed her birthday. Okay, continuing here. This is the only post available as ever official and Meghan. So, as ever official, that replaces the ARO. So, if you have followed ARO on Instagram, I don't think you have to do anything. It automatically turns into as ever. So nothing to do there. If you followed one, then you're already following the other. And just to confirm that, let me take a look. Let me take a little peek at that as ever. Okay, yeah. As ever has 618,000 followers in comparison to let's see. I think Meghan has 1.9 million. Is that right? 1.9 million for Meghan? Yes, Meghan has 1.9 million followers for her Instagram. So if you combine those, that's about what? 2.5 million followers? Yeah, I think it's like about 2.5 million followers. All right. Okay. Oh, by the way, this guy right here, Edible Santa Barbara, 805 Foodie Report, Ramon Velasquez plans to open Corazon Cochina at on Main Street in Ventura. He will also be featured in an upcoming Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, featuring Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. So look for this guy in one of those upcoming episodes with Meghan. Let's see. If you guys watched Heart of Invictus, and I know you all have, if you watched Harry and Meghan's docu series, I know you all have. Surely you have watched Polo, right? I hope so. Well, if you have watched Polo, um, okay, that was too soon. I think I'm a little bit out of place here. Never mind. I'll get back to the point I was going to make later. Now, whatever, someone is using the Valley Girl lingo against the Duchess of Sussex. And of course, that someone is Liz Jones, another one of those man hungry, relationship troubled, perhaps allegedly, possibly divorced, body image troubled, middle aged white women that write for the um, Daily Mail, Liz Jones. You know, they love to bring their Karen, MAGA, Brexit woman issues all over the tabloid media and constantly dragging Meghan into it as if she would have anything to do with them under the best of circumstances, certainly not the worst of circumstances. But so she had her thing to say about it. Um, and then take a look on the right. Mayor in Mallorca says Meg's doing what she shouldn't, oughta. Brand logo nicked off town badge. Okay. I'm going to break this down because I'm sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick! I'm sick of it. Um, Such nitpicking, right? Dutch is facing pain in Spain. Oh, it wouldn't be nothing without their clever headlines, would it? Right here, Matt Wilkinson. That's the one who was lurking over Harry and Meghan's shoulders in Dusseldorf. That weirdo. Exclusive. Meghan accused of plagiarism by Mallorca mayor as new logo for as ever is identical to her town's 14th century coat of arms and orders ex royal ex-royal, Matt, ex-royal, to remove it. Um, Meghan is nobody's ex-royal. Meghan is a royal princess of the realm. Her Royal Highness Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Princess Henry of Sussex, is nobody's ex royal, okay? Oh dear, this relaunch is going well. It certainly is. It is going well. It's got everybody talking about it, isn't it? So, anyway, thank you to Muriel, who posted this today. Carrier, which is an air conditioning company, seems to have a logo that looks very similar to that of Ford Motor Company. Now, both companies have been around for over 100 years. Okay? Very similar. I think Ford may have been around a little longer. I'm not sure. But either way, they look nearly identical. And what about Sumter and Gonzalez and Style Gala? Can you tell those apart? Right? What about the National Film Board? Recently updated its virtual global task force. Or what about the Lakers and the Clippers? The fonts, the position of the logo superimposed on top of the basketball. I mean, come on, LA Lakers and LA Clippers, Belfast City and the South Hams food and drink with their heart logo. What about Blackburn Market and Love Barrel, whatever? What about those two? Look pretty similar to me. And Muriel says, oh my God, logos that look absolutely identical. How scandalous. What about Sun Microsystem and Columbia Sportswear? Now, you know what? I never made that connection before, but now when you look at them side by side, what the hell? These logos may seem similar in structure, but the smart use of graphics, what is that? Abigram takes the Sun logo to the next level. Whatever. Airbnb versus Azuma Drive-In. Now, I've seen both of these individually, and for some reason, I never associated one with the other. Designed in 1975, the logo for the Japanese drive-in Azuma on the left bears remarkable similarities to Airbnb's Bello. Huh, isn't that interesting? Yeah, Matt Wilkinson is a real butthole. He really is. Somebody needs to give him some what do you call that cream to take away the inflammation during what is that preparation H. That's right. Somebody needs to smear him with some preparation H. Maybe his pie hole will close up. Now, I found this one myself because I only just learned about a month ago that there are two Valentinos, and both of them legally use the name Valentino. Did you guys know that? That there are two Valentinos? Founded as a couture house in Rome, Italy in 1960, there is the Valentino that I think most of us are familiar with. Not to be confused with Mario Valentino, founded as a shoe designer in Naples, Italy in 1952. Received Neiman Marcus Award in 67. Opened RTW line in, I think that's ready to wear, right? RTW in 1969. Added handbags and leather women's wear line in 1968. These two massive labels have shadowed each other's for years, and they have been in and out of court for years. You see that? Now, Valentino at the top, that is the Mario Valentino, and the one at the bottom, oh God, I can't pronounce his name, but that is the Valentino famous for the famous red as their signature color, Valentino. Um, Probably the more successful of the two labels in terms of not just money, but in terms of the I suppose award-winning couture fashions. I would go with the Valentino at the bottom. So you can see how similar the logos are, although not so similar, but I just never knew that there were two of them. Oh my God, that happens to a lot of people. That happens to a lot of people where you think you bought one Valentino and you actually bought something else. Yeah. So thank you, Marielle. You got me thinking. So I found this one myself as I recalled recently seeing that there were the two Valentinos. Or how about the um, McDonald's and McDowell's? Now, yes, one of those are from a Hollywood movie, and the other one has turned a lot of Americans into, well, Americans. And of course, Audi sued and Audi Nord. The one on the left, Audi sued, or the Audi of the South of Southern Germany, that is the one that we have in the United States. And Audi Nord, which is the Northern Germany Audis, that is the one that actually owns Trader Joe's in the United States. But if you look at the company's logos, um, if you shop in one, you may as well shop at the other because not only are the names the same, but the way that they market their products are identical in almost every way. The brothers who inherited the company, they split. They had a falling out, and I believe it was because one wanted to sell cigarettes and the other one said no, or something like that. But anyway, there are two Aldis, the Aldi brothers, Aldi's North and Aldi South. So, and then to add to the confusion, there is an Audi's in Austria and it is called Hoofers. The signage looked just like the Audi South, and it really is Audi's, but they cannot use that name in Austria. Very confusing, but I've shopped at both, and I mean, I couldn't go to Germany and not shop at Audi's. You know what I mean? I felt privileged to shop at Audi's in Germany, but I didn't know that there were two Audis until you know I searched and I was trying to figure out why the logo looks different, and then I found out about the two. So anyway, that was just a little something to make you feel better. I hope this whole big fuss that Majorca is making about their logo. Um, who the hell cares? One is hummingbirds, the other is swallows. Both of them have palm trees. One has been used since the 14th century. The other one is modern day America. I don't see what the problem is. The birds are different, the trees are different. It's very different. There are so many coats of arms and company logos and mascots and such that look incredibly similar. There's one I just thought of that I didn't even bother to share with you. I'm a little older. I remember there was a vehicle called the Cougar, made by Mercury, part of the Ford Motor Company, not to be confused with the Jaguar. And both of them used the cat symbol. So, Cougar, Jaguar, or Jaguar, who the hell cares? So, it is what it is. And may our Duchess become a billionaire overnight. They are just salty. Yeah, it's from Coming to America. It is. It's from Coming to America. I just thought I'd throw that in there for the sake of argument. Anyway, this is why I was mentioning the what do you call it? Polo. How adorable. Pamela and Louis what is it? How do you say their name? Davile? Davile? And their baby, I'm sorry, and with their baby Alina. That's little baby Alina. Remember, they were pregnant during the polo. How I know. Absolutely adorable. Um, Someone posted that. Hey, soul brother. Someone posted that, and I was just like, I almost forgot about them. I almost forgot about them. And yes, I was totally emotionally invested in the Polo's docu series. I loved Polo. I really did. Not just because of Harry and Meghan. I was totally drawn into it, and I love this couple. I really did. I loved all of the people in Polo. I really did. I felt a some kind of connection to all of them. So, um, and really, nobody was difficult to take a shine to. I think they were all pretty cool. But anyway, there was a bit of controversy today, and I really didn't feel like being bothered with the haters. So I mostly ignored it. But yes, they were being particularly hateful in the press today. And my goodness, I made a mistake and searched for as ever, and and I did that on YouTube. I recommend that you don't do that because you're going to come across so much hate. They were out in force today. I mean, it's just like everyone who has a hate channel had something to say about as ever. I mean, just it was awful. And of course, as I recommend to everyone, when you click on any of those hate channels, immediately remove it from your history, because if you don't, you are going to be inviting them to come back into your algorithm again and again and again. And what's worse is that you are going to drag us along with you, because as we are a community and we watch very similar things, my algorithm is feeding your algorithm and vice versa, right? They're going to think we like the same things. So that's why I implore you, go to wherever you can erase it and make sure you click that do not recommend so you can eliminate those. I mean, they were just so hateful. And for the sake of my mental health, I made sure that I ignored them. Although there was one which is a newer, smaller channel, And just the rhetoric that she used was so disappointingly stupid, questioning why does Megan talk the way she talks and da 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 da. So I left a comment. I said, "Oh, great, another hate channel." And then of course I went immediately to the history and removed it. And I probably should have not even made a comment because that might cause that channel to come back again. But it was just, you could tell that this person wants to get in on the gravy train of hate, where every day is going to be some conspiracy or misrepresentation about Megan. I really hate that that exists. I really, really hate that that world exists. And we know that it's made up hostility that has become very real for some people. They get triggered by the sight, sound, mention of Megan. It does something for them, and it is unfortunate, but we have a community of our own, and we will uplift, highlight, and support the Sussexes in a way that nobody else can. And that means, of course, dragging the rest of Harry's family and Meghan's family too. Just drag them up the street and down the street, drag them all over the neighborhood, drag them, drag them, drag them, slay them. That's it, slay them. Uh, let's see. So they have nothing on her other than making fun of the classic California way of speaking. Sad. Yeah, yeah. That's about all they have. Let me see. This hate campaign against Megan will stop. Uh, I don't know how long it's going to take. I mean, I'm hoping that it will run its course, but the jealousy, the worst of the jealousy is coming from Kensington Palace. I think we're all aware of that. The worst of that jealousy and hate is coming from Kensington Palace. Yeah, they are low key fans. They are low key fans. And I hope and pray that all of this bother will add up to a great deal of publicity. One of the cases that they were trying to make today was that the fact that Megan changed the name so close to um, the premiere of her show means that she's in trouble. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's a bad sign, that things cannot be going well. You don't know that. If I had a nickel for everything that was not supposed to work, everything that was a so called disaster that has gone incredibly well, right? I mean, think about it. Harry was able to do in what, 7 months, which still takes years of planning. And that was the Invictus Games. When he first approached um, the whoever their CEO guy was, when he first approached them, it was less than a year to get the games off. But they did it. They were able to achieve it. And no matter how the campaign turned out for Vice President Harris, she was able to do in months what other people have done with years of planning. So don't tell me what cannot be done. Don't tell me what is and is not successful. Just because you don't like Harry and just because you don't like Meghan doesn't mean that changing your mind or switching your strategy in the 11th hour is potentially a disaster, because it is not. Everything works until it doesn't. So I'm not even trying to hear that. They don't know what's going to happen. They have doubted both Harry and Meghan time and time again. How about Camilla Tominey saying that nobody wants to hear from whatever she had called Meghan? And what happens with the podcast? Meghan knocked Joe Rogan off of his throne of 3 years and won numerous awards for her podcast. The Stupid Children's Book, New York Times bestseller. Or how about the biography that nobody wanted to hear or no one wanted to read becomes the fastest selling nonfiction in history? And what happened with that book? The Queen died in the 11th hour. They had to rewrite and eliminate parts of an already complete book. Did that hurt the sale of the books? Hell no. The book still did extremely well. So don't let these people rent space in your mind for free. They don't know what's going to happen. They don't know. But I tell you what, even before marrying into that clan, Meghan had 3 million followers, was it? A very successful money making endeavor. The TIG was a huge success. A lot of people were disappointed to see it go away. But guess what? It has been reborn and is coming back in another form. And one of the most famous women on the planet, who happens to be very smart and very attractive, is at the helm, and it cannot help but do well. I'm one of tens of thousands of people waiting with my credit card, waiting to buy whatever comes down the pike. So they can miss me with all that. Every week I get an email from God knows who asking me, do I want to partner with this or that to try to help Royal Sussex be more profitable? And every week I ignore them. But yet, I will freely continue to promote whatever Meghan is doing, wearing, selling. I'm always going to do that. Not for profit, but because I believe in what Meghan is doing. So I don't even put a link to any of that stuff. I probably should, but I don't even put a link to it unless I just want you to have the link, but it's nowhere mentioned in the show notes or anything. Meghan is going to be successful regardless of these negative naysayers. Harry and Meghan have barely scratched the surface of their money making potential. And that is only because they have a certain business model that they want to adhere to. They want to pay the proper respect to their positions, not just for themselves, not just for the memory of Queen Elizabeth, but also for the sake of their children. They are royals, and their children are royal prince and princess. And they have not put a foot wrong. But those awful people over there across the pond, never give them credit for the things that they do right, unless it means kissing the behinds of the rest of that family. But they have not put a foot wrong. And I promise you, if they ever decide to really crank up their money making ability, it would make their head spin. But they're being very respectful and very deliberate. And I applaud them for it. Better than me. They better than me. Because I'm telling you, I'll show you how to make some money with them titles. Let me see. Let me see if Megan is in trouble and is in partnership in business with Netflix, then that's good trouble. Bring it on. She won't be waiting 4 months to get paid, if ever. Exactly. She ain't gonna be waiting 4 months to get paid. Yeah, always think ahead. Always have an alternative. Always have plan B and C and D. And perhaps the plan B was plan A. Maybe plan A was plan B. Like you say, a red herring, a ruse. Yeah, they're only making them more powerful and more relevant. Yeah, this whole thing of trying to undermine everything that they say, everything that they do, it always backfires. It always backfires. All of this hypercritical stuff that they're pulling, it backfires because then people start asking, um, well, what is it about? And then when they finally realize some of the incredible things that both husband and wife have done, not just recently, but throughout their lives. That same tabloid media was celebrating Meghan's achievements before they didn't celebrate it, before they stopped celebrating it. The same media was celebrating this incredibly strong, bright, intelligent woman. Now, all of a sudden, everything that she does is so unfortunately wrong. Really? How did she make it so far without that institution? And then, of course, let's point out the other obvious thing that, in spite of all the digging, in spite of all of the investigating, they just cannot find anything about Meghan that one ought to be concerned about. There's no there there. So they have to create something like Yacht Girl, even though we know who the Yacht Girl is. That's the other princess. Harry and Meghan are in a very strong, very powerful position because that institution, that 1,000-year-old institution, reacts to everything that they do. They're not the ones reacting to the institution, it's the institution and their little foot soldiers. They're reacting to Harry and Meghan. They're dressing their principles like Harry and Meghan. Sometimes they literally have to bus in children so that they can look like they're getting as much excitement as Harry and Meghan. And that's what the Sussex squad does. We have receipts. We always bring our receipts. I have a boatload of receipts, and I'm not afraid to use them. Now, haven't gotten that off my chest. Where was I? We did that and that and that. Um, Graham Smith, equivalent of 7 weeks of full time work split between 12 people. Yeah. Graham Smith, who has constantly trolled the royal family, is saying that in the past 7 weeks, or since January the 1st, 12 royals have done the equivalent of 7 weeks' work divided amongst 12 people, 12 overpaid, privileged people. The royal family's off to a flying start, clocking up more engagements in the first 7 weeks of the year than any time in the same period since the pandemic. Now, that is from Russell Myers. But let me tell you something. We were all surprised that dim-witted Kate and that nuisance husband of hers, we were all surprised to see how much work, surprised and proud of them. I even said I was very proud of them. We were all shocked to see that Kate Middlebaum was out not just one day, but what was it? 2, 3, 4 days in a row? Well, now we understand why Will and Kate were so busy. You know why? Because we're not going to see them again until Trooping the Colors. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We're not going to see them again until Commonwealth Day. They were getting some work out of the way so that they can cruise their way to Commonwealth Day. And then post Commonwealth Day, William will probably do most of the work, not Kate. And then their next big engagement will be Trooping the Colors. They may be off to a very strong start, but that is a distraction so that they could have time off to go on vacation, likely separately on vacation. But where they at now? They just had this huge night at the BAFTA Awards. Will and Kate were not there because they worked a few days in advance so that when they say, oh, we're not going to the BAFTA Awards. Why aren't you going? Because they're on vacation. That's why. That was all a distraction so that they could have time to go on vacation. The same as Kate going to Trooping the Colors. She didn't want to go, but if she didn't go there, then it wouldn't have made sense for her to pop up and run off to Wimbledon. See what I mean? Just as phony as a $3 bill. Some of my favorite trolling from Graham Smith. Graham Smith, Prince William boos show the monarchy's days are numbered. Yeah, he wrote about that in the Daily Express, picked it up along with the Guardian, I believe. But yeah, he has been trolling them folks for a while. How can we take royal reporting seriously when they call a highly produced and edited video candid footage? You got a whole camera crew of people following William and Kate through the woods at the beach and a field of grain, and that was supposed to be candid? That was supposed to be candid. Scenes of Prince and Princess of Wales kissing reflects depth of their love in time of turmoil. And who wrote that? Camilla Tominey. Even though that seems like something that would have come from Rebecca English, Camilla Tominey. Nobody believes that. Camilla Tominey, the reporter that looks like a truck stop waitress wrote that. I mean, when they make up stuff, don't they? Let me see, Baron. There could have been another reason. Too many black people. We're going to be there. Let's see. Little Max says William and Kate are on their second vacation, and it's only February. I am sure if With Love, Meghan, and Invictus wasn't scheduled to premiere in January and February, respectively, Kate would not work. Yeah, exactly. Let us thank you for that reminder, Little Mac. The biggest reason for Kate's visibility was because of the scheduled premiere of Meghan's show. Okay, because it was scheduled. And one of those events that she went to, the women's prison, well, we know that's because of allegedly she went there because the government asked her to go because of a lawsuit, allegedly. Yeah, because of a lawsuit. They wanted to put a pleasant top coat of paint over some broken down system that they have. So yeah, there you go. Inside Prince William's lonely 2 months after splitting from Kate Middleton. Channel 5 is exploring Kate Middleton's royal career as Princess of Wales recovers from her cancer battle, with insiders sharing how Prince William handled their brief split. Say what you want to say without saying it. I guess that's what this is. Has endured the toughest year of her life since heartbreaking. I don't care about that. Anyway, they're not gonna just come out and say that the two of them have not lived together for quite some time. Um, if ever, if ever the invisible contract is set aside or done away with and they could speak freely, then they will make so much money. They will have so much to talk about. But as things are, the tabloids are still protecting that family of misfits. I'm convinced they can make way more money talking about those others, but they, for whatever reason, won't do it. But whenever that barrier is breached, we are going to have one of the best soap operas that money can buy. We're going to have an amazing soap opera, and I cannot wait until that happens. So that people will read it. So that people will read it. That's all. Just so people will read it. Anyways, what a beautiful skyline. That is Vancouver. I've never seen it look like this. What a beautiful skyline. Gosh, I wish I was there. I would have loved it to wake up. One of my favorite things about Las Vegas is to wake up and to see where the sun is on the mountains, because the mountains change color. The mood of the mountains change all day, every day. And living in the Midwest, I don't get to see mountains every day. But whenever I am someplace where there's mountains, I am in such awe of the mountains. There's something about them that are so spiritual. Having those huge mountains in the distance, the light changes like the mood and the colors and the shading, gold, purple, blue. Incredible to see. So that is one of my favorite things about being anywhere where there are mountains, because I don't get to see that every day. Lex says, was she ever on speaking terms with Megan or no, of course not. Of course not. By the way, thank you so much for the super chat. Nah. You know, I was just telling someone about the dinner that the Sussexes had invited Will and Kate. I was just telling someone about how Will and Kate showed up dressed up like it was Easter morning, which is so stupid because William was familiar with Nottingham Cottage, but they wanted to go over there and put on airs and try to make Megan feel intimidated by their royal titles and such. Harry had already said, "You don't curtsy to anybody but my father and my grandmother." Got it? Got it. And so Will and Kate comes over there and they're expecting the Hollywood actress to run around kissing up to them. And when that didn't happen, I'm convinced they probably just went away very angry. I'm pretty sure that that helped fan the flames of whatever bad blood was between them. Oh, you're quite welcome. When I saw this photo, I just fell in love with it. I'm like, have you ever seen anything so beautiful? I would love it there. I would love it there. I would look out the window all day. If I didn't do anything but stay in the hotel and look out the window, I would have an amazing time. Oh, I know. That is nice. That is really nice. I'm very happy for you. Hi, Leslie F. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it did. It did. And it seems like the people are just so, you know, warm and friendly. And I just get the feeling that it's a very spiritual place to be. I'm pretty sure the happiness index is got to be incredible. Oh, were you there? I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope you did. You were there and you enjoyed it. Yes, Megan sneezes and the whole world catches a cold. For an irrelevant woman, not bad. Not bad at all. You said it exactly. Oh, well, you guys, I think I said just about everything I had to say. One last photo, and this one right here. I want one of those boxes. So if you are listening to me, anonymous person who can send that box to the official Royal Sussex business address, I would love one of those boxes as a keepsake. I think they're beautiful. It would just make me feel a part of it all. Yeah, so if there's any way that someone can send me one of those boxes, I would so appreciate it. Hint, hint. Wink, wink. I would so appreciate it. I mean, seeing that I couldn't go, but I would just love one of those boxes. It means so much to me, and it would just be a nice little keepsake. You know what? I haven't checked my Royal Sussex email in ages. Now that I'm thinking about it, so if you have sent an email to the email um, address that I gave you guys, I haven't looked at that thing in weeks. I'm gonna take a look at it now, though. Anyway, I'm done. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you all tomorrow. We'll try to come on earlier tomorrow, too. I promise we'll try. Well, I only got one email, and that was February 14th. That sounds about right. Not as popular as I thought. Thank you so much for being here, Heather. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Cookies and Cream. All right. Well, I'm going to go back up to the top here. Good night, everyone. So, an hour and a half. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So, everyone, please remember, do not allow these hateful people to get under your skin, right? And for those of you that live in these United States, yes, we have a crazy person back at the White House. Um, and we should not get used to it. It is not normal, but we cannot let those negativities take over our lives. We have to live our lives and live in the moment and love and care for the people that are closest to us. So don't let those people get you down. Right? Do not let those people get you down. Because if you're living in fear, you're not really living. We're not meant to be in constant fear. And really, I've been around this world for so long. Some of the things that you dread the worst are never as awful as you think it's going to be. So let that be rule number one, that it's not going to be as bad as you think. Of course, most things don't exactly come easy, but we'll get through it. Together or separate, we'll get through it. All right. All right. Good night, everyone. Good night, Tiffany. Where is Tiffany? Where is Tiffany? Tiffany amazes me with the way she pops up at just about every occasion. Uh oh, I lost Tiff. Okay, Tiffany, where are you? Oh, number 15. All right. Slide number 15. That's where she is. Ha! There you go. And notice again, Tiffany is wearing the heart pendant, and it just happens to have RS for Royal Sussex. Now, I would wear that. I would wear that. It is beautiful. I don't know how much they cost. I don't think they're that cheap, though, but they are beautiful. And if our Duchess is wearing it, then it's worth it. Connie Balmer, I didn't know you were here. Which, by the way, you guys, I drank another one of those Ricola potions this morning, and gosh, did that really help. I also bought some miso soup, the miso soup from Trader Joe's. They have the miso broth, and you could use it as a base for soup. I purchased one of those today. So it's going to be some cold weather coming up. I'm going to enjoy some miso soup, that wonderful nourishment. Absolutely. Let's gear up for Princess Meghan's new lifestyle brand as ever. As ever. Miss S, how have you been? It's been a long time. I'm excited. March the 4th, all shall be revealed. I always get very nervous and excited anytime Meghan is like, you know, making a TV appearance or something like that. I always get very nervous and excited. I remember when the Oprah Winfrey interview came on, I felt like I was having an out of body experience seeing Harry and Meghan actually on television speaking about themselves, because it's so rare that they talk about themselves, right? And that was just surreal to me. I felt nervous and excited all at the same time. And then when they were speaking about how they were mistreated by that institution, that kind of turned into sadness and a little anger. I'm going to just say it, and a little anger. Whatever goodwill I had for that institution was done away with that day. I had already lost interest in that institution. But when I heard what Harry and Meghan had to say, I was done with it forever. Okay. All right. What shall we close with today? Um, I love the Queen. I love the Queen. Allison Hammond looks good, doesn't she? Is it Hammond? Allison looks good. And Allison was saying how much she loved Meghan. I love that about her. She was just saying how much she loved Meghan today. One of the squaddies shared that. Seeing Harry's face to face, I could see Princess Diana's spirit. Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with us. And thank you for 18 months membership. Oh my God. I don't know how it must be like so weird and exciting, to be that close to Harry and Meghan. I mean, now that you said that, I don't know if I would ever want to be that close to them. I think I would be too nervous and excited all at the same time. What would I say? Wow, that I wouldn't even know how to act. I would not know how to act. But I admire them and I think so much. I mean, I really think the world of both of them. In equal measure, I think the world of both of them. Let me see. At the same hotel? Wow. Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I tell myself I won't let the trolls get to me. Lily, I totally lost it. I have been overusing. Okay, all right. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah. Oh my God. I cannot take. I cannot stand when they start messing with those kids. I don't like that. I've had to catch myself because there has been some very pointed language that I have wanted to use, and it all but flowed over, past my lips and out of my mouth, and I had to catch myself a few times. Did you? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Aw, that's a nice story. Thank you for sharing that. Mm. Okay. Good night. Good night. Good night. There's still 800 of you all here. I really appreciate y'all coming out. Or good morning to you. But I wanted to share a video of something. I don't know what I want to share though. One of the oldies but goodies, one of the favorites. Let me see. Let me see what jumps out at me. Um, I'm trying to see what jumps out at me. I guess I'll just do power lunch and call it a day. I like power lunch. I would do Jamaica, but that one's 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes long. Um, I really do need to label these better. Mm, okay, I'll just show this little short one and yeah, and we'll call it a day.
Yes. Marcus. Where's Marcus?
Jamaicans don't want the Queen. I can tell you that.
And unlike the Queen, he doesn't believe Prince William can keep Jamaica from becoming a republic.
If Harry did there now, people would have react different. People that go meet Harry. But William, I don't want to see that.
Attain in short order our development goals and fulfill our true ambitions and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country.
Nice to meet you.
And we are moving on, and we intend to attain in short order our development goals and fulfill our true ambitions and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country.
Nice to meet you.